Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be diving deep into the S25 Ultra review. Please, if you're new to this channel, I would like you to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon for more awesome tech review. Let's get started for this review. The S25 Ultra is a device that Samsung just came out with. It's been a year since the S24 Ultra and we are wondering, is this an improved or incremental upgrade, or did Samsung miss an opportunity to innovate further and push the boundaries of smartphones further? Let's find out. And the first category we will be reviewing is the design. The S25 Ultra sports a slightly boxier design compared to its predecessor, the S24 Ultra. It is marginally thinner, though ironically, it appears thicker at first glance, but this one is slightly thinner. The bezels has been reduced and allowing for a 6.9-inch screen, up from the 6.8 inches that the S24 Ultra brings. The Samsung has also opted for a Gorilla Glass Armor 2, which promises improved durability. However, let's be real, it's still glass and you will still be careful while using this phone, because if you drop it in a very hard surface, it will surely break, even though it promises those durability. The camera rings are more pronounced this year, adding a bit of flair to the design. While it looks nice, it doesn't really impact how you use the phone compared to the previous generation of the S Ultras. One interesting change is the shift towards a design that is now more aligned with the broader Galaxy family, moving away from the Note-inspired looks of the recent years, which means that this is gonna be sharp and all that. It's kind of curved here and the corners are smoother, which makes it more comfortable to hold for some users. And for some users, you will not even notice any improvement because still a big phone. The next category is the performance. And the star of the show is undoubtedly the new Snapdragon 8 Elite chip. This powerhouse delivers exceptional performance, rivaling the Apple A18 Pro chip in the benchmark that I did with this iPhone 16 Pro Max. In real life use, the phone flies, it opens apps instantly, and you can multitask very well with this phone. It's a breeze. Even in demanding games, it runs without any hitch. I think this phone is actually a performance powerhouse. To keep all the power in check, Samsung has also increased the vapor chamber by 40%. This improved cooling system ensures that this phone stays cool even under heavy loads, which is critical for maintaining peak performance over time. When I checked this, trust me, this phone did significantly better in some ways to the latest iPhone, which is the Apple iPhone 16 Pro Max that I'm using right now. This phone did a lot better in terms of the multi-core benchmarks, but in terms of the single core, I think the iPhone is still slightly better. But this phone, in so many ways, in terms of performance, I would say will beat the iPhone. Yeah. So in terms of the display, which is another category that I would like to touch about, Samsung S25 Ultra's display remains a standout feature. It is a 6.9-inch QHD dynamic AMOLED panel with 120Hz refresh rate. While the core specs haven't changed that much from last year's S24 Ultra, Samsung has made some subtle improvement. The screen is brighter than ever this year, making it easier to read even in direct sun. There is also an improved anti-reflective coating, which helps you to reduce glare when looking at the phone. However, it is worth noting that Samsung has still not added the Dolby Vision support, which some competitors offers, like Apple. This might disappoint some video enthusiasts like content creators and YouTubers, but overall, the performance of this phone is great. Now, another feature that I want to talk about is the camera system on this phone. The S25 Ultra sees some interesting changes. The most notable change is that this camera here, which is the ultra-wide sensor, is now 50 megapixel from 12 megapixel on the S24 Ultra, and this results in sharper images, especially in low light conditions. The main camera retains its 200 megapixel, and this sensor helps to significantly improve light capture and overall image quality. Video capability has also been enhanced. Samsung has now improved the HDR recording from 8 bits to 10 bits, capturing more color information for richer and more dynamic videos. There are also new AI-powered editing tools, including an audio eraser feature that you can use to remove background noises from the videos that you've recorded with this phone. This AI enhancement extends to the display as well, with 43% increase in the brightness and the color accuracy. I would say this phone brings a very rich experience with these camera changes that I've just outlined. The battery and the charging is another category that I want to touch about. S25 Ultra retains the 5000 milliamps battery capacity and the 45 wired charging speed of its predecessor. However, thanks to the efficiency gains from the new Snapdragon Elite chip that I've mentioned, real-world battery life has been improved. In our test, this phone performs an hour 15 to 30 minutes better than the outgoing S24 Ultra, and charging speeds remains very competitive, but I just want to stress it is not the fastest charging on the market for smartphone right now, but also it is certainly not a slouch. Another category that I want us to talk about is the software and the AI features on this phone. The S25 Ultra runs on the One UI 7 based on Android 15. Samsung has introduced several AI-powered features, some of which are quite impressive, but the one that I want to stress that stands out is the ability to perform actions across multiple applications just using your voice. And how does this work? You tell your phone something like, hey phone S25 Ultra, you pull it up by pressing the power button, and then you will, long pressing it, it will bring up the prompt just like Siri on iPhone. And then you can say something like, I want to get a restaurant that has nut allergy at the back of what they do. They factor that in, and I would like to go there on a Tuesday, so I need the ones that are open on Tuesdays between 5 and 7 p.m. because that's when I probably would like to go. What you tell it to do is to go look for that. An additional task will be, when you look for that, put it in my calendar and set a notification for me a day before, reminding me that I have this appointment. This will do all of that for you with just one single voice command, right? So this could potentially change how we interact with our phones. However, not all AI features hit the mark. The now brief feature on this phone, for example, feels a bit underwhelming and might need some refinements I will have to highlight, because when you open it, it shows you just basically the same thing, your calendar and whatever. It is worth noting that Samsung plans to charge for these AI features after 2025, which raises some concerns about what the long-term cost will be. Before I finalize, I want to touch about the notable omissions and some of the downgrades comes with this phone. While the S25 Ultra impresses in many areas, there are some notable omissions. Number one is the battery technology that other phones are using now. This phone do not use it, which is the silicon carbon battery. And also it is not IP69 certified, features that some might expect at this price point. Perhaps to me, the most disappointing is the downgrade of the S Pen. It no longer has the Bluetooth functionality, which means that you cannot use it as a remote shutter or to control your medias, which is something I've done in the past. Samsung justifies this by citing low usage statistics, but it feels like a step backward for some power users who have always followed the Ultra family or the Note family from Samsung. So to conclude, the Galaxy S25 Ultra is undoubtedly a powerhouse and a capable device. It offers top-tier performance and excellent display, and also a versatile camera system. Improvements in battery life and the AI features are also welcomed additions, I would say. However, at the price point that this phone comes with, which is, I would say, $1,299, it is hard not to say, right, that Samsung played it a little more safe this year, okay? While it is a great phone, it may not have offered enough of an upgrade to justify the high price tag, especially if you're coming from the S24 Ultra. To me, for those who are seeking cutting-edge innovation or better value alternative like OnePlus 13 or Vivo X200 Pro might be worth considering. They offer similar or even better superior features in some areas, often at a lower price point. But to me, in the end, this phone, the S25 Ultra, is an excellent phone that will satisfy most users. But in the rapidly evolving world of smartphones, being excellent might not be enough to be crowned the best. What do you think? Is the S25 Ultra a worthy upgrade, or did Samsung miss an opportunity to push the boundaries further? Let me know in the comment section below, and please do not forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon for more awesome tech reviews. Thank you.